Sorry, I'm all bloody.
No, that's awesome. What the? Oh my god.
Isn't it weird? First buck ever. First buck with a bow. Old PSE. What is that, like a 2010 or 11? 2010 Bow Madness PSE.
That's so
It's almost like it got damaged
cool.
and then it tried to grow
I've never
way.
seen a rack so
perfect.
cool.
Like, he's the perfect typical on this side, and this side is just a mess.
So
That side
funky.
is so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
He's got like two main beams, and the brow tines are like split brows, split here, broken
Extra
here.
brow tine. I'm so glad you guys found them.
You got that butt out?
Oh yeah.
It's kind of messy in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, I bet. It was so meant to be.
Oh, look at him. Oh, look at his eyelashes.
Yeah. All right. It is officially start of bear season. I mean, not exactly, like it didn't open yet, but today is Thursday, November 19th, and Saturday is opening day of black bear in Pennsylvania. And this is a really big deal because I have already filled my doe tag and my buck tag. So the only big game animal that I have left to pursue in Pennsylvania is black bear. A couple weeks ago, I had a black bear come into, like, directly to me. I was in a ladder stand hunting for whitetail. But I went into that hunt knowing that black bear was open, and it looked very, very small. Initially, I thought it was a black coyote. I realized it was a bear. I was just excited to watch it. Nick was also hunting with me, and I know he really, really wanted to shoot a bear, especially with his bow. So I also kind of thought maybe he can shoot it. Bear really are a very special animal. A bear is much different than the hooved animals that we typically hunt, like mule deer, whitetail, antelope, elk, etc. And I can feel that when I'm thinking about hunting them and when I'm actually hunting them. Nick killed a bear a couple years ago, which is actually, you may be able to see the rug on the wall behind us, and that was a fall bear. And the really cool thing about fall bears is they have fat, a lot of fat. I mean, they have fat always, but especially in the fall, they have a lot of fat. And this fat is unlike the fat from the hooved animals that we know and love. Bear fat can be rendered down into oil that you can then use to fry foods in. We have fried fish in the oil from that bear. You can use it in baked goods, like in pie crusts, and there are probably way more applications for bear fat that I just haven't learned yet. The bears, thankfully, in our area taste great. I know that's not the case everywhere. You know that saying, like, what you eat is what you are? That's very true when it comes to game animals. So I'll be out with just my 308 pair of boots, and I'll be walking around. I'll probably do a lot of walking, sitting. Bear in Pennsylvania is really popular. So there will be a lot of people in the woods. And for most folks, the strategy is really just to bump them around. So there'll be kind of like deer drives. I don't know if you're familiar with deer drives, but you basically like walk through an area with hopes that the animal runs out to your buddy who's on the other side waiting for a shot. That's how a lot of people do it. I'll dive more into my feelings and thoughts and strategies and everything, but I can say confidently that I want to shoot a bear. I want the fat I want the meat. I want the experience. Just build a fire and getting all cozy. I have 1/4 of my whitetail buck left to quarter. I've been doing this over the course of the last 3 days, but thankfully temperatures have been so good. It's been really cold, so the meat is looking better than any meat that I have ever processed myself, and I think that's just because it has had a longer time to age and the temperatures have been better for that. So anyway, let's get to butchering. Look at this giant. This is a front quarter, by the way. Whew. Babe, she's gonna flush them. There's 2 of them. She flushed him! She flushed him! Good girl! Good girl! He went this way. Good girl! Very good girl! Good girl! What an angel! I know one went this way, one crossed, and the other one crossed. Yeah, that's okay. There was one that flew into this field. We'll find more. Good girl! Today we are pheasant hunting. So they stock for pheasant here. That's okay, we'll find more. Good girl! Let's find them. We just kicked up 3 pheasant. 2 of them flushed over the water, and then the 3rd one flushed towards me. So Nick would have had to shoot towards me, which obviously he didn't do. And the 2 over the water were pointless to shoot at because they would have just fell in the water. So we're going to keep going. At first we weren't sure if they even stocked because nobody else was here. This is a popular thing. So, but clearly they did.
I'm tempted just to walk the riverbank. I
Yeah.
just don't want to drop another one in the water. It's pointless.
I know. I mean, the water isn't as crazy. Abby would probably be fine swimming in the
I
water.
don't think she'd even go for it though. I think she'd just swim.
Yeah. No, and I was standing.
I had like this.
Oh! Good girl! Good girl! Good girl! I did! 4 roostas
200 yards.
in 200 yards. That's why this stuff is so fun. Find him, big girl! Oh, she's getting birdie, huh? Good girl. Good girl. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Find the bird. Good girl. Abby girl.
What is it?
Abby girl. Find the bird. Good girl. This is our pheasant. This is our pheasant hunting dog. Hi. Good girl. Be nice, girl. Be nice. It's warm enough today one of us could go swimming if you shoot it. Maybe me. How do you want to... Angel!
I have no idea.
That's okay, babe. There's a squirrel. Baby, there's a squirrel.
Where?
He's in this tree. He's on the other side of the tree. He was moving.
How did I miss that?
Go, go.
Good girl!
Good girl! Good girl! I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, that was the other bird.
Good girl!
Come
Okay,
on, buddy.
I see where it was.
Come on, big girl.
Do you want to walk towards it?
Abby, come on.
Very good. Oh, look at her. She knows now, baby. She knows. Let's go. Nice job, big girl. Nice job. I cannot believe she figured it out. Clearly something clicked with Abby today. And this is only her second time ever pheasant hunting. And she flushed, I guess, technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First two, I think, were a total, maybe not accident. I feel like she saw them and she ran at them. The next one was an accident. It just happened to be in the brush and she stopped to look at it, I guess. And then those last three, she full on did that all by herself.
A lot of missing. A lot of missing. She did very well. Her second time out, she flushed 5, 6.
Yeah.
Something like that.
She finally got it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll take a look at your license real quick.
Yes, sir.
Oh, the girl. Good girl. You did so good. I'm so proud of you. Well, that was a super success. Abby did so good. Our dog learned how to flush pheasants in a single day, and we are horrible pheasant hunters, and somehow our dog learned how to do that in a day. I think that's an extremely successful day, and I'm so proud of her. Oh, she's hungry. You want some food? Oh, yeah. Okay. It's the night before opening day. Everyone is here hanging out around the fire, drinking, eating, having a good time. I popped inside for a minute. I need to organize all of my stuff and make a game plan. Bear season here feels like one big party. Everyone's just excited to be together and to hang out and to go tromp around in the woods tomorrow. I'm excited. I think Nick and I will be hunting together. Oop, there he is.
Every time I look at your buck on the porch, I realize how big it is.
I know, every time I look at it, I feel like it looks bigger and bigger.
It's massive. You're gonna have a little more buffalo.
Ooh. Nick's drinking whiskey. I Euro mounted my buck and I made a video on how I did it. It's almost complete. I still need to whiten it and everything, but it looks really good. Here, I think he's gonna take it out by the fire to show everyone.
Did you get water for your pack? Yeah. I'm at the 5 minutes after this.
Is this stand right on gravity?
All right, so.
Whoa, look at this. So this is what I'm talking about, like a trail through the laurel. And look what this leads to. Sweet. That's sick. I don't know if it's worth pushing through this laurel or not. Wow, I can see another rub from here. You see that rub in there? Look at that. It's another massive one. I don't really feel like walking through this laurel, I don't think. Okay. Go back out. Wow. Look at that white pine. Man. They're insane. I'm eating a snack. This spot is brutal. It's just mountain laurel all around me. All I'm doing is busting brush. And while I do think that this is an area where bears hide, it's not very huntable. So I feel like I'm just busting through here, pushing bears out to other people. That's not what I was expecting, but it's really, really hard from the map when you're scouting to see that you're about to get into a mountainside full of laurel until you actually get here. And I'm debating what to do now because I wanted to go much further, but if it's Laurel the whole way, I'm wasting my time. I don't know. Beagle, it's great. All right. I made my way out of the Laurel hell, although I'm still like, basically in it. I mean, it's still all around me, but I found this nice area that I can actually breathe, and I need to grab a trail camera, and I actually see it right there. Unfortunately, I don't have a card reader, so I can't read it now, but I'm gonna grab it and we'll read it once we get back. Here it is. So there's the camera. There's a trail right behind it. Kind of a interesting spot. We'll see if there's anything on it. All of those scrapes weren't too far away, so hopefully there's some good stuff on here. It's been up for a long time. Let's see if it's even alive still. Ooh! Wow, it is still alive. We'll see. Oh my God, I found the end in sight. Do you see up in here? That's the other side of the valley. And it looks like I just need to cut through this last little bit and then I'll be in the clear. I'm gonna sit here all day if I get over there. Found a good spot. Somebody else found it first. Damn it. So that's the ridge that I wanted to be on. That's the ridge that that dude was on. So I'm sitting here, tucked into the laurel. I really wanted to be in a clear opening that I have a good sight line of the edge of the laurel, thinking that maybe the bears would do what the deer do and run the edge of the laurel. But I don't really know. That guy was in the spot that looked so perfect. So I found this little nook within the laurel. I figure maybe the bears will just move right through here. We'll see. So I'm going to stay quiet and sit here a little while. See how it goes. I flushed a lot of grouse. A lot. It's so cool.
So bear season's over, and I feel like I learned a valuable lesson that I want to share because I had to miss out on an opportunity in order to learn this lesson. And I regret what I did, and I don't want other people to have the same experience. I want to share my journey, my experience, so that you guys don't make the same mistake. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let me get into it. I looked up the stats. The average age of a black bear harvested in PA is 1 year, 10 months old. The average weight of a cub is 82 pounds. Of a female, ages 1 to 3, is 162 pounds. And male, ages 1 to 3, is just over 200 pounds. So it's clear to me that the bear that I saw during archery season was not a cub. It was at minimum, it was the average age and size of a black bear harvested in PA. And on top of that, the average harvest success rate is only 2 to 3%. And if you span that out over a lifetime, there are not many opportunities that a hunter in Pennsylvania gets with black bear. You see what I'm saying? So if I would have known that information before I hunted, I may have made a different decision, because the main reason why I did not immediately want to harvest that bear is because it looked too young to me. I thought, this bear is too young. When in reality, it's just the average size of bears. And I think that the bears that I saw during archery season and some of the bears that I had on trail camera were just extra big. So maybe in my defense, my perception was skewed, but had I looked at the statistics, which are all available online, I would have felt differently. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully you can learn from my mistakes and just better prepare yourself in the woods. I don't feel bad about the hunting season, or bear season as a whole, because we still had a lot of fun. I still had a great adventure. I saw a ton of grouse. I explored new areas, so it was all good. But if I could have changed one thing, it would have been my own knowledge going into the woods. But that's why you live and you learn, and that's why I'm sharing this stuff, because what good does it do if I'm not sharing my experiences with other people? You know what I'm saying? So anyways, it's been a long couple of days, but that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Hey!
Hey!
Stop, reload.